able to hear me? Oh, wait. Okay, now I pressed go live. I think I'm live now. Hello, everybody. Oh, wow. So long passes between every one of my streams that the technology and the software changes that little bit from time to time, which makes me totally unfamiliar with it. Alright, I hope I can be heard now. Can you hear me? 1, 2, 1, 2, testing. I will take that as a yes. Hello everybody and welcome to the stream. It's been a while since last time. I think I'm turning this down just a tiny bit more. Well, we just hit those 500,000 views on the episode, and I felt like that was as good of an occasion as any to just sit down and get back into it, especially since this time around my internet is fixed, so that should help a little bit on the streaming. Oh, hello, so many people. Hi, good day. Okay, I'm not gonna name names because there's too many people saying hello right now, but I'm seeing some. Hello, Josh. Hello, manager of a certain doctress. Hello, Giovanni. Hello, Reimagined Skies. Many familiar names. Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. Yeah, so I've come into this without a big plan. Well, my plan is to take requests and that sort of thing. So if you have anything you would like me to draw from, Tales of Zale characters doing something or anything else, just not too commissioning, then feel free to give me some suggestions in the chat. And I will do my best to multitask between checking chats and actually drawing. That's always an art in itself. I thought I'd just start out with giving Zale some company here on the screen. Let's see, what are people writing? I don't understand Spanish. Yeah, sorry, I don't understand Spanish, but we do have a Spanish dub, so that's nice. It's really nice to see a lot of people from different languages coming in to see the episode and sometimes commenting, but I need the aid of Google Translate in order to understand what people are saying. It's the first time you see me live? Yeah, I say every time I stream that I want to do it more often. It never ends up working out. So there's a little bit far between the streams unless I'm doing it for, unless I decided that this month I'm going to stream every week or something like that. The music is a bit loud. Okay, I will turn down the music. Is this better? Let me know. Did it get better now? I can turn it down even further. If I can draw Elva carrying Zale in the air, that's a good suggestion. Nice music, but turn it down. Okay, it's better. Okay, good. It just there's a little delay in the chat, so it takes a while before I hear your response. But that's a good suggestion. I'll just finish up drawing Elva here, and then we will see what suggestions might have come in, and we'll get started from an end. Yes, there are only 3 episodes. Now it's too much down. Okay, well, I can try to switch it up a little bit. Okay, let me know when we've hit the just right spot. Now I've just put it somewhere in the middle. Draw a unicycle now, that's a challenge right there. Don't think I can do that without any sort of reference. Need to definitely do my research on that one. dimensions a bit. Thank you. Yeah, we'll see what the future brings. It's going in the right direction, definitely. Josh wants his original character, Zale, flying with Zale riding on his back. Josh is making a very cool series with his dragon characters, which you can see some sneak peeks of on our Discord channel, which I do not have a link to in the description right here, right now, but if you search around, you can find it. Artwork is really nice and I love it. Your characters are really adorable. Thank you. Thank you so much. There will be a duck. Well, if you request a duck, then I suppose I'll have to answer that request. I'm always so bad at multitasking and looking at the drawing and the chat at the same time and everything. So it takes so long just to get simple drawing done. Let's just call this one done here. Just a little elbow. Alright, let's see. I think we had one with Elva flying and carrying Zale. So let's see if we can get a little sketch going. I'm just gonna keep it sketchy and loose and all that sort of thing. Because, multitasking. Don't want to put the ambitions too high. She would have a very hard time carrying him, honestly. He might be a tad too heavy. But she'll definitely give it a go. Want me to turn the music down a tad more? Okay. I'm sure we'll find the sweet spot. And somebody's keeping count of the likes. How many people? Wow, we have 44 people watching. I think that's the most I've ever had on a stream. That's why I can't keep up with the chat at all. Definitely be needing to move her wings a lot, so I think we need to do the cartoony thing with having multiple wings in one. I think I need a little bit more space to work with there. A little bit of a fun shape. Let's see. I think I want to give it another go. Let's see. really needs to be stretching. If I can put balloons around. Yeah, sure. Yeah, keep throwing the requests around there. I am going a little bit back and forth between checking the chat and drawing. Zale would have that, what's it called? You know, when cops are being carried by their parents and everything. I think he's still the age where he has a lot of that hide. He's probably gonna be surprised that she's pulling it off. She's carrying Zale once he's done being drawn. We'll have some legs in the air, perhaps. I'll usually end up redrawing the facial expressions forever and ever. Let's see where we're at with the chat. 125 likes. Thank you for everybody who's to everybody who's liking. Yes, the Elva's name is the owl's name is Elva. I'm using a Cintiq, a tablet. Yeah, let's see how far we should take this one. But I think it's a fun one to work with. I kind of want to see if there's room for, you know, a leg poking out all the way back here. It might be a little bit of a stretch, but it's fun. And of course, where's his tail at? want it to be too wavy. It's a pretty solid thing. We got Zale defined. Now let's look back at Elva. Sometimes I give her the cheek fluffs and sometimes I don't, because they kind of ruin her silhouette. Or, I mean, for the latest episode, of course I gave her, but when I'm just sketching her, I like to keep the way that I'm drawing the characters fluid still. Because it's so easy to get stuck in your ways of thinking, and there's so many different style aspects that can be explored with the same, character design. I don't want to get too stuck. Although there are definitely some ways that I really like to go about it that I just keep at. Alright, you have a nice drive, Casey Palmer. Let's see, so I had a suggestion. Can you draw Shade the Silverwing Bat from Silverwing series meeting Zale? Well, is that Josh again? Let me just see. No, it's a different Silverwing fan. Wow, we have a lot of... Okay, yeah, we can definitely have a look at that. I would need to look at reference for it. Let's see. I will just keep the suggestions coming. I will look at them properly when this one is a little closer to done. I don't know how far I'll take them. I mean, I definitely won't be polishing them up too much. They should still be sketches, but yeah. Let's see. Maybe I'll return to some of them to polish up afterwards, or if we start running a little low on ideas or need to switch gears here during stream, and I can clean them up a little bit more. I like to keep Elva's wings in these big shapes, which I then divide up afterwards and kind of carve out the feathers here. I also grew up watching Silverwing, and it seemed like they were always building up to this big story, but they never showed the finale, and then they just started showing reruns of the series. I don't know if it was like that in other countries as well. I'll just do some wavy bits here, rather than redrawing the whole wing. Do I want to give it cheek fluff? Well, now she's getting at least some sketchy line. No, I'd kind of... I'm not gonna give it cheek fluff this time around. At least not now. It's because I want to see the stretch in the wings. Okie dokie! So second try at that worked out a little bit better. Let's just keep this one over here for now and look at the next suggestion. Okie dokie, now I'm looking at the chat. So if I have a suggestion for a character, could you do a raccoon called Iggy or Kitty? Please do this, I would love to see that. I can do a raccoon character maybe. Somebody also did a fan animation of Tales of Zale a while back, where they put in their own raccoon character. I think it was actually named something somewhat similar. I think if you look up Tales of Zale, you'll probably find it somewhere. Nice brushes you're using for sketching the characters. Are those your own custom brushes you made in TV Paint, or are those textures adapted from some of the pre-existing brushes in TV Paint? It's a little bit of a mix. Some of them I have customized on my own, but some of them are also from other productions that I've been a part of. This one that I'm using most of the time is kind of a legacy brush from Song of the Sea, which is still being used by a lot of studios that have been involved with any Cartoon Saloon productions. But honestly, it's not really it kind of exists inside of TV Paint already. I think people just started thinking it was a special custom brush. It is one of these color pencils, I think, if I recall. There's something pretty similar to it in here. Okay, yeah, but there's something, I swear. 20 minutes, he already did a great sketch, yes. Does it look like I'm lagging when I type? Oh, I don't know about that. Silverwing is a book series. Alright, where were we at with the suggestions? We had Rel was... Josh, what was the Rel suggestion? Okay. If you move up to more crossovers, maybe Zale and Elva meeting another indie animation character, your choice, but maybe Stolas from Hell of a Bus. Yeah, I think we should do Rel. I'm just gonna see. This should be in streaming mode. Just give me some Rel references. I'm just trying to scroll up through the Discord server right now. Okay, I'll just start drawing a dragon and I hope that I'll get a reference. Or I'll just draw it from memory. Rel flying with Zale riding on his back. Yes, we'll draw that, because that was one of the early ones. I'm just gonna start drawing Rel from memory from now. Which is also an interesting experiment, right? Because that shows, what parts of your design sticks in the mind. So, there you go. Canaris? Which one is that? Oh yeah, and if there's lag when I read it, I think there's a good deal of delay in the stream from, me taking an action to it actually showing up. Let's see how to draw a dragon. I need to think about this. Dragons are like, they're not for. It's too many limbs, okay? when flying. Thank you, Josh. I'll start drawing him anyways in the meanwhile. And don't bother if it's too much trouble. I'll just draw from memory. It's fine as long as I get, fire in the head and that sort of thing. Oh yeah, you can hear the birds? Yes, that's canary birds. I always should be flying above them and be like, Zale, what the heck are you doing? That's a good idea, we'll add that. The video quality just dropped. I hope it's only on your side. Hopefully. Let's see. Oh, dragons, why do you have so many limbs? What should he be doing with that? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out. Yeah, the canaries are chirping a little bit. They should be sleeping now, because it's after the dark. But there's a little bit of light in the apartment that keeps them awake. They just finished laying eggs. There's 4 in a clutch, so in about 2 weeks we'll see some canary chicks hatch. And then the trouble begins with finding good homes for the canaries, because that's always difficult. There's too many homes where they're just kept in small cages, and that's not where I want to give them off to most of the time. So it's always really troublesome to find those good canary homes. Let's see. We need a perfect duo of the barb and Elva and together with Sif. Oh yes, many birds. Maybe we'll do that too. By the way, Sif Severy, I had a question. Do you know Ori and the Blind Forest before? If you can draw Ori meeting Zale and Elva. I haven't played the game. I've heard about it. I think I'm drawing Rel's neck too long here. I think I would definitely need to pull up some reference. That's not the end of the world, so that could be fun too. But I think it's also fun to do indie characters here. So well, let's see where we get at. So I'm definitely not gonna get his face right, but it's alright because it's my stylistic interpretation. Also, that pilot episode of Tales of Zale looks amazing, similar to Silver and Wings of Ferngully. Yeah, I guess it's sort of, in the same genre of talking animals and stuff. What's happening? Right now I am drawing Rel, who is a character from Josh's series, who I am familiar with because Josh posts a bunch of behind the scenes material on our Discord channel, so I thought that one would be pretty easy to approach. And Zale is gonna be right here. Of course, he's a good deal smaller than a dragon, so he's a tiny character here. Well, I don't know actually. This might be yeah, I'm just taking a guess. Let's see. He's having an amazing time though. I don't remember what the tail looks like. Just gonna give it a classic tail here. And of course we can't forget the fire mane. There we go. How long is the stream gonna be? I haven't set a specific time. I think I'll just let it kind of naturally go its course. Usually, when I stream, it usually ends up being around 2 hours. So that's sort of something we can count on here. Oh, my male canary is feeding the female who's on the nest right now. It's so nice because he is very young. I just got him here in December, and he's been learning all the stuff just over the course of this past month. He's doing a very good job. Let's see. Did he say wings of fire or wings of silver? Thank you. I should use my Google profile picture in Zale flickering lights. Where does the electricity for the traffic light come from? See, that's kind of something that I want to explain over time. I have an answer, but it's gonna take a little while to build up to. If I, get to answer it. I think I will get to answer it. Well, we'll see. Still 155? Well, yeah, I don't think we are, I think it's pretty natural that, the new viewers or the viewers that were interested in seeing the stream, are seeing it now. So probably not gonna get that many new likes at this point. It's just the way it is. But I'm happy so many people are joining along, even though, it's always difficult to multitask when streaming and sketching and that sort of thing. I would like to approach the tale a little bit differently. I kind of need a little bit more space, but I'll see what I can squeeze in there. I just want to give it a little bit more room for silhouette. It's already been 30 minutes. Oh yeah, it does go by very fast. And yeah, this is all lo-fi Ghibli music, so that's why you are hearing some familiar tunes. I really like having this track on when I'm streaming, because it helps set a very chill mood. But it also makes it so that I can't monetize the streams ever because it gets copyright striked. That's just the sacrifice I have to make for good lo-fi chill times. Here's a stupid question, but is there any way to art request for my friend in Twitter? I mean, you can make a request here for what I draw on stream, but I don't take commissions at the moment. These are also just very loose sketches, so they are definitely not in the commission genre. It's gonna be pretty simple. Alright, so we had Rel, and then we had a suggestion to have Elva fly on top and be like, what? So let's just get her in here. What are you doing, Zale? the one who's supposed to be carrying you. Why did you not like my ride over here? Just want to have a dragon fly you instead? And she worked so hard. Are you gonna get cheek fluff this time around? I think you'll get it. Just for funsies. Alright. So, that is some sketches of different creatures flying Zale specifically and giving him a taxi service. Okay, what suggestions do we have now? And let me just catch up with some of the chat. I felt something that if Tales of Zale crossover, like featuring Balto from Balto movie and Spirit, a yellow Mustang from the movie Spirit, if they met those two. Yeah, I think, for the most part, I'm gonna favor requests that are not, pop culture characters. Both because then I have to look them up and kind of figure out how they work, and I think it's more fun to do original characters. But I might take some over time if there's some that I feel like I could draw pretty easily. You have found a box, Daniel. Good job. Also, Schnipple found a box. Hello, words of a sandwich. She's the best, right? I can definitely appreciate that animations are really hard to do. Yeah, and they take a long time. Why are you in the back of a dragon? That's exactly what she says. Cats. I can draw cats. What sort of cats should I draw? What should they be doing? Dragon is super cute. Thank you. It's a good dragon. Wait, I know the first drawing is all taking Zale for the ride. Taking Zale off. Ah, okay, yeah. So Elva is just, this is the wrong order. Really, this happens first and then this happens, where Elva is picking him up and bringing him back down to the ground, probably. Zale with a book on his head. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Maybe Zale trying to check out human artifacts like an old TV. That could be fun. I think we've done something like that in development as well. If Zale and Elva react to meeting them, the cat horde, maybe they found something. I just wanted to say, Sif, I think Cecil will be important later, mostly because his design isn't the kind you'd give to a side character. You mean Sesam? That just emphasized that sympathize with a fellow little brother. Yeah, he might have a role later on. Okay. Gonna draw Zale with a book on his head. Is he doing like the sort of, where you learn to have manners and keep your posture straight because, by having a book on your head? Sif, are you gonna make an entire series? I have already answered this question so many times, so I'm trying to avoid it a little bit now. The answer is out there if you're curious, both in my Q&A stream and in my Instagram Q&A and lots of other places. Let's just start with the expression. Boop. Let's see. What's happening? The book just fell open on his head. Well, that's a way to go as well. Yeah, we can do that. Let me just redraw him real quick from a different angle, maybe. Let's see. Just trying to figure out the shortcut to drawing book. What am I missing? Zale and wolf walker style. Well, I do have a little bit of wolf walkers in them. True book moment. I need to know, will we see the humans? Who knows? No, I can tell you we won't see the humans. I feel like whenever we have humans in animal stories, your perspective is kind of sometimes sucked away from the animals. So I want to avoid that. And keep it their world rather than, us seeing it from our human perspectives. I suck at books, apparently. Have a little bit of fun graphical stuff about him. Maybe it's getting a little bit too fun graphical. Let's see. Any advice for someone who's trying to make/write a pilot for a web series? By the way, thank you so much for being a huge inspiration for me, and I wish you all the best. Thank you. Well, I mean, it's a big undertaking to start a web series, even when it's just a pilot. I think it's a good idea to always start in small bites. I think you could easily start out with just making a trailer to kind of test out the style and mood you want to go for, and then you can also use it to kind of gauge how people react to it. It depends a lot on the property, of course. As for writing, I'd say just look at plenty of sources and scripts out there. That has really helped me. Not so much during Flickering Lights. I was kind of just figuring stuff out for myself back then. But since when I've had to do writing and directing roles and everything, like just doing the research and finding your references and being very clear about the dramaturgy and that sort of stuff. That's something that I wish I'd started reading into a lot earlier. Zale is starting to, he's looking a lot more like a deer in this one. And I don't know, I kind of like it, but it's maybe not so much Zale. But, well, what you gonna do? Maybe try from a different angle. Sif, can you do a Q&A? Why did you have a 6-year gap between episode 2 and 3? I mean, I did do a Q&A where I answered that right after releasing Flickering Lights, and it is in the live streaming playlist, I'm pretty sure. So you can find it. of course, feel free to ask questions here. I'll try to see if I can catch them and answer them. Why is everybody asking what's happening? I'm drawing. Okay, well, now I'm answering questions. Probably had to through a lot in life, maybe work/family, etc. Life is hard sometimes, it's kinda taking us away from things. Yeah, I mean, I was studying. I did Tales of Zale episode 1 while I was studying, and I did episode 2 while I was studying as well. And I did episode 2 right when I'd gotten into the animation workshop. It was my plan to continue where I left off and just keep making a new episode every half year. But as I was continuing my studies, I was learning a lot that made all the material that I had been working on for Tales of Zale episode 3 very outdated very quickly, and I didn't feel like it was something I could just, put out there and rush through. So I ended up putting the project first on a hiatus, and then I picked it back up when I had finally finished my studies. And I took 3 years just to make the episode by the standard that I wanted to make it by, and that became Flickering Lights. I'm kind of just trying to decide what I want to do with this one. Let's see. Why do you sound Danish? Fordi jeg er dansk. Well, plenty of people already answered that. Alright, Tiny Dragon, thank you for joining us. And see you around. Thank you. I'm not 100% sure, but I think she does not plan on continuing the series on YouTube at least, but would like to develop as a TV show. Yeah. I'm staying a little bit quiet about that. I just made a big post on Patreon about how that was going, but I think that's where it has to stay at right now. I'm not gonna start babbling on a YouTube live stream. Alright, Joseph, thank you for joining. That's why the stream isn't in the middle of the night. Oh yeah, for me it's evening time, and it's kind of a good time to be streaming when things are quieted down, but where it's not, late in the evening. But we have people from many different time zones. I know that the majority of people who watch the channel are from the US, and although people have started waking up there, it's not the best time to choose to be streaming over there. And we have a good bunch of people from Australia as well, who I am never picking a good streaming time for. I'm sorry about that. There's not really any way to make everybody happy. But I'm just doing what works best for me. I think this one is not working out so well for me. I'll call this one done for now and take a different request. and start reading more chat. Yeah, stuff can be somewhat classified, but yeah, it's 7:50 here in the Nordics. Yes, I like your video. Thank you, Burrow. Where are you from? Yes, Denmark. Yeah, it's good streaming times in Denmark. Okay, I'll just keep drawing it for now, but I am open to new requests at this moment. It's a book that's tripping me up. What even are books? I don't know how to draw a book. I'll draw many Zales, but book no good. I need a lot more training with my craftsmanship. I've been splitting my focus a lot between, animating, drawing, but also writing and directing and figuring music stuff out and cinematography and that sort of thing. Just have to take it step by step. Oh, now I drew the book first. Maybe we'll just draw a Zale here. Yeah, we can't even see his eyes. No, that doesn't work out. Okay, let's see. I just want you to know, yes, a duck drinking milk from a bowl. Okay, you get. I'll get. I'll do your duck. Yes. Let's make a derby duck. Zale and only cuddling with bunnies. That's a good one as well. Can Zale swim? Yes, he can definitely swim. I don't think he swims, he's a strong swimmer, but he's passable. He's a lot better than Elva, I can promise you that much. Hi Hyperbear, thank you. Not a million subs, just or 500,000 subs, just 500,000 views on Flickering Lights. Which is mainly what my goal is, just to send traffic to that episode that I worked on for a long while. Because it's not like I'm starting to do YouTubing on a regular basis or anything like that. And subscriptions are not really what they used to be. Let's see. But it's good to see you around again. Oh, thank you, Giovanni, for the patronage, which just popped up. Thank you also for the compliments on the art book. Yeah, I mean, it just takes me a while to get there sometimes. I'll get there. Just takes research and the right mindset and the right angle. Let's see. Zale will find a skeleton remain in the ruins. Ooh, that's morbid. Not that I don't like that. They might. Oh yeah, and I stopped selling the art books because we ran out. So thank you so much to everybody who bought one. I think I might make the digital version available at some point in some way, probably through the Patreon. But I don't know. I might have to make a new tier for that because I don't want it to just, I don't want to lessen the value of the physical art book too much, because that was like the main thing. Let's see. This is you in real life, Doctress, a duck drinking milk. Could definitely do worse than being a duck drinking milk. Although, are ducks lactose intolerant? You're asking the big questions here. Okay, Spire of Ever needs to go. Thank you for joining the stream, and have a good time with your what was it, burger arrangement. Hope you enjoy. Did the Patreon subscription go through? I've been trying to keep membership, but I'm having trouble processing the payment on my end, I think. I mean, to me it looks like it, but I also keep on getting notifications that you have just become a new patron. So I'm not sure in terms of, if the payments have gone through. But I definitely do get the notifications multiple times that you are now a patron. Howdy, I love your work. Thank you for making my life better with your beautiful avian animation. Oh, thank you, Southwestern Eagle. Nice art. Thank you, Perro. You've seen me real life, you know. True, I do remember a duck walking into the atelier. Of course, yes. Let's see, you listen to much music? If you do, what kind do you like? I have stuff on in the background, but I wouldn't really call it, a music taste as such. I have some stuff on in the background sometimes. Sometimes it's musicals, sometimes it's something a little bit pop rocky, sometimes it's Japanese songs of one kind or another, and a lot of the time it's some sort of indie rock. So yeah, it's a little bit all over the place. I don't usually go for specific musicians or anything like that. I should have thought more about this bowl before I started drawing it. That's what I get for. Let's see, that's all. Sorry for the spam, I'm trying to sort it out at the moment. No worries, we might get some notifications down here. I should have disabled that before I started streaming, but no worries. That is secretly a spy that works for the Secret Service, of course! It's the sequel to that Pigeon Spy movie. That one, Spies in Disguise, that was what it was called. That one really didn't make a splash at all. But that was it the last Blue Sky animated film? Or I can't remember, I feel like the studio didn't do so well after that. Have you watched any recent animated series? Yeah, I'm mostly watching anime these days. So I am watching what is it called? Trigon Stampede right now. And I nice to get acquainted with that old property, which I'd heard stuff about previously. Studio Orange always doing a very good job on the 3D work. Seems like there's a new generation of more American series coming in. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able, if I'll be keeping an eye on them this time around. But I've seen a lot of people who worked on Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, and it seems like they are really proud of it. So I think that is probably a good sign that it's gonna be good. But yeah, I haven't been keeping up as much these days. Let's see. I'd started a subscription in December, I think, but I didn't realize it was cancelled. Yeah, it's odd. Sometimes, I don't even get notifications when, the payment just doesn't go through. I only get notifications when, somebody cancels directly. What is your favorite game? I think, I always play Pokemon, but I think the game that I've replayed most time is Journey. And, just for the music and the art and everything. It's very nice. Yeah, it was a Blue Sky movie, yeah. What's your New Year's resolution? I don't do New Year's resolutions. I do just everyday resolutions. I think it's probably a problem to wait around for New Year's to use that as an excuse. I just make little resolutions when there's something that I'm not feeling, properly good about. That's when I need to change it. I'm not waiting for New Year's to do it. Alright, that's a dog. What are we doing next? Let's see. Come. Oh, you go down here. Okay, he's gonna be down there. I'm gonna take a drink of water and have a look at the chat. I watched the first season of both Owl House and Amphibia. I just haven't gotten around to watching the following seasons. And I know I should. I'm just bad at watching second seasons. Sometimes it's just like, yeah, that's a nice, nice characters and nice concept and everything. And then I just don't feel the motivation to watch, what comes next. But usually when I do get around to it, I'm pretty happy that I got around to it. Can you draw Stolesh from Hell of a Buzz? I would definitely need to pull up some reference for that. Make Elvis family eating dinner. I would have to draw a dead mouse. That would be very macabre. A duck and Zale. Oh, now we're getting ambitious, aren't we? Zale finds a bat. We have a lot of bat lovers in the stream, and I suppose I didn't actually do a bat. So yeah, we can do Zale meeting a bat. Let's see. He's probably never seen a bat before. So he's gonna take a sniff. Can you Zale finding a mirror, looking into a wishing well? Many good suggestions. Okay, I'll just continue with this one for now, and we see what comes next. We can do a little bit of a shy Zale. You didn't get to see a lot of that side of him. Fox versus flying fox. Yeah, let's make it a flying fox. That would be fun. Just gonna watch his posture. Needs to be a little bit low to the ground, so he needs to have his legs be pretty far up. Just gonna draw him on a straight line. It's entirely seen from the side. First episode, and that finale is very spirited. Oh, I don't. Oh, you watched Velma? Okay, yeah. He's super scared because the last time he found that species he never saw before, he chased him and tried to hurt Elva. Yeah, he's probably learned that he should be a little bit more careful now. And also, if you've read the book Scary Stories for Young Foxes, you know how scary creatures that carry rabies and diseases can be. We know that, a lot of that's... Well, I guess you just gotta watch out where they poop. Gonna have his tail between his legs, so he's gonna have... Oh, yeah, I think he'll have it around, yeah, something like this. Probably a little bit more out down here. And I haven't even started drawing the badge yet. What should the bat be doing sort of gesture? What personality are we going for here? I think it would be super cool if Zale was wandering around the ruins. He finds stuff like gaming consoles and DVD players. Have you seen? Yeah, I mean, I definitely think a lot of the appeal is in how they are going to interact with our human objects and how our everyday human objects kind of become magical artifacts to these creatures. Have you seen Fredagstamtam? And if you have, is it as good as Disney Show was? I mean, yeah, it's definitely as good as Disney Show. I don't think Disney Show was very good towards the end. I mean, it was not... I don't know, I'd lost interest a long time ago. I'm enjoying watching Fredagstamtam. I think the first episode was not as strong as it could have been. But I think they've caught up well. The show that I thought was the weakest to start off with was Mr. Lee Monster Burn, and I think that's actually one of the strongest now. I'm also really enjoying Carla's Team Nuggets. It's reminding me a lot of childhood. So I think it's a good start. It's nice. Okay, bedtime. Did we get any suggestions, or shall I just draw something? Let's see. Goofy is half asleep. Zale and Elva finds damaged robot. Alright, that's for next suggestions. It would be interesting if the power still worked in one building and he discovered music. Yeah, I think we're gonna have. I mean, you saw how the street lights were still working, so we're still gonna have some electricity going on. Okay, I'm going for Goofy Bat because that was one of the suggestions. Well, kind of goofy. It's too small for my brush. Kind of half tempted to... I know the flying bats have open eyes, but I'm kind of tempted to just close them. Oh, let's see. Okay, I'm just drawing from memory, so please forgive me for not being totally anatomically accurate about the bat. Research is very important, you know. What am I missing in the chat? Oh, nice. I should probably catch up on Friday sometime then. I haven't watched it since the first airing myself. Yeah, definitely don't let the first airing, dissuade you too much from watching it. I think it's worth giving a chance. And you can watch it online, so, it's easy enough just to have on in the background and catch up on if you want that. I like how you make an extra expression with the body pose. Yes, that's definitely, that's how it should be. That's the beauty of animation and illustration. And let's see. So if you need to draw your burp and Elva together as they're the perfect duo or trio, oh, that's a good idea. Then I can introduce my birds, yes. Well, both of these current birds that I have, like as some of the people who are in the Discord chat know, I lost my male bird, who was 7 years old here during the autumn, because he escaped right after I'd moved. An error on my part. And he just flew out the door and started going directly to a nearby tree and singing. And I followed him into the backyard, different people's backyards for 2 hours, it felt like. And I couldn't catch him because he didn't let me. He was very trusting, like I could point to the ground and he would come down to the ground, but he never let his guard down to the degree where I could catch him. And at some point he just disappeared over the rooftops, never to be seen again. But yeah, so I had one female bird left, and it's such a good female bird. I've had her since she was a young chick who hatched with me, and she eats from my hand, and that's pretty uncommon with canary birds. But yeah, so I had to get a new male canary bird, and I drove a long way to make sure that I got it from a good breeder who takes good care of their birds. And I got him, and she's been teaching him a lot of tricks. So she's, even though it's pretty uncommon to have canary birds eating from your hand and everything, she's been teaching him to eat from my hand. So now I have two, somewhat hand-tamed canary birds, and I'm very excited to see if they'll teach their chicks to be that comfortable around humans as well. So that's nice. All in all, But yeah, I'll see if I can get to draw them as well. How long did it take you to make Flickering Lights? About 3 years of production, although I started it 6 years ago. But and I did have a version of it that I was starting to animate, but I kind of put it on hiatus and then I started over 3 years later. What even is this pose? This lost wing is no good. Sometimes I get a little bit carried away with just, doing the curves, and I forget to, put actual meaning into it. Like, maybe it's gonna be like, ta-da! And I know that, these are kind of thumbs and long fingers and everything. I'm just so used to drawing wings like this. Alright, let's see what the chat is saying. I recommend catching up on Our House. The second season expands a lot more on the lore and its characters. Sadly, the third season is shortened, but it's still turning out to be as great of a season. Yeah, it was cancelled, right? Prematurely. Didn't get as many episodes as needed. But yeah, I definitely want to catch up on Our House at some point. I'm kind of thinking that I'll wait till it has an ending and then just binge it in one go. What is that bright green one? Was that the bright green one? Which one? I don't think I've had a bird that was bright green. Oh, that's cute. Was in the room that Zale and Ilva went into the first episode of Tales of Zale based off of your real room. If you're talking about the first minisode, then yes, it was based off of my room at that point and the cap I always wear. Yeah. Well, that's impressive. I'm actually wanting to catch up on Fredagstamtam. I've just got to tune in for a long while, mostly due to old laptop being fried at the moment. Yeah, I mean, it can be difficult. Like, we're also not as used anymore to actually tuning in on a specific day to watch something. Alright, I think... No, I like... yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, okay, sure. We'll give it a little thingy here to represent that it does have some sort of muscle tissue and more hand-ish wings than the... Yeah. Okay. That is some sort of bat, kinda, somewhat. And a sail. Okay, what's next? Let's see. I have an idea for a sail. Maybe put a little hat on him, possibly. He could use a hat, couldn't he? I might give him a hat. Let's maybe draw that in a moment. I'll just move this down. Good. And let's see. Also that buffalo and... Yeah. I'm thinking of something else. Sorry. It's really cool. What is Elva's reaction to the pet? Well, I mean, you can always follow up with a skeptical Elva here. Okay. I still want to draw a sail with a hat on. I'll get to that one next. Since Zale is being a little bit surprised, I think she will definitely be more. Because her reaction will always be a little bit more, more skeptical than Zale's. Let's see. She's also down to the ground. Inspecting it a little bit. Let's just continue the line. She's gonna go further down in a moment, but I'll just draw her here. Oh yeah, and the bird. I also need to draw the bird. So many things to draw. I'm actually not very good at drawing my canary birds though. They don't have that many distinguishing features to draw unless you really start rendering them. But I mean, honestly, when you look more at their faces, you'll see, you know, my canary female kind of has chubby cheeks and that sort of thing that you can, draw. And she has one eye is from a Gloucester canary and one eye is from a normal canary. So it means that one eye kind of droops a little bit. It's just kind of funny. It's the only way I can tell her apart from the chicks she has sometimes. And then she has a very she's kind of she looks very chubby. She does. She isn't that chubby, but she looks like it. Yeah, the droopy eye is not really doing her justice. And then just the thinnest legs. And then some real dinosaur claws. It almost looks like a trifork or something when it gets stylized like that. But yeah, she doesn't have that many shapes going on, so she usually ends up being pretty simple. My new male bird though, he has a haircut, so that kind of sets him apart. But it's kind of difficult to cartoonify them that much. Okay, I'll continue with Elva. You know how they met those cats and they didn't know what they were? So what if they met some kind of dogs? Yeah, I mean, I would love for them to meet some dogs as well at some point, and some wolves for that matter. I draw that amazing expression. Oh, I don't know, but it really makes or break a drawing, doesn't it? And as you could see on the previous drawing, sometimes I just redraw the expression over and over again until it feels right. Let's see, she's gonna be like, what? Are you even? You're like Zale, but you have wings? How did that happen? You're not a bird. Let's get it down to a proper level. She can probably Probably even be raising her feathers a little bit in defense. Let's see. I think got a little bit too long. Give her the cheek fluff this time around. So it's just nice to check, you know, on you know, having the image flipped, so you can look at it with fresh eyes. I'm keeping the sketches simple today, so I'm not gonna do too much of, you know, the nitpicking. Because then you could be here all day and we would only get through one request. Okay, before I continue to the next request, I'll just draw my male bird as well. Because he's got this sort of hair. You can barely see his eyes most of the time. He's, you know, a bit more square, and he tends to raise himself a little bit higher, being a very proud upcoming father bird. That kind of size doesn't match. My female bird looks so derpy. You can hear her calling right now. Oh, I just need to bring back the... There we go. It's kind of like, I feel like with these birds where their legs are very thin, you know, they have a lot of anatomy under them. Really, their knees are right here inside of their body, and their heels are here. But I feel like even just drawing the heel becomes too much, and it kind of loses the balance of the drawing. So I cartoonify them a lot. That's a problem I often have with Elva as well. I try to get around it by creating a big silhouette, but for example, if she's standing right from the front, you know, those reverse knees or, you know, heels, they kind of make it difficult to create a solid stand for her. So it's always something that I'm fighting with and trying to work around in the way that I pose her. Anyways, that's the bird. This is Bonsai. She's named after a bonsai tree because she really likes sitting at it. And this is Bush. And he's named after a bamboo plant that I have. Because that one he likes, and you know, I like to stay on theme. And he just flew over and landed on top of the computer. So now he is joining us for the stream. Okay, let me see where we're at with the chat. Oh my god, she's so cute. Yes, she is. Alright, Ione, thank you. And, oh, the hat. Yes, I will try not to forget about the hat. Why does the mouse have wings? It's a bat. Good. You have some of the most adorable characters. Thank you, Jonathan. Zale and Elva discover music. 'Tis the best bird. Yes. Zale and Zale will meet a human survivor. Oh no, we're not gonna do any humans. That's gonna make things weird. By the way, when I looked, when Zale looked at the book in the episode, it looks like Arabic language or something. It's actually an alphabet that I made. I mean, it's inspired by different sort of writings, but I made it really, really early on, like in 2012 or something like that, because I didn't want the writings to be readable. And there is an alphabet, and I think there is a way to decipher it, but nobody has done it yet. And I am not gonna give out the alphabet because I lost it. But yeah, there's stuff written in the books, and it is readable in a way, kind of. When you know that the most common letter in the English language is E, and then you can kind of go from there. But yeah, anyways, that's just... I love these kinds of little puzzles and deciphering stuff. I don't know if anybody else does. But yeah. Strangely, the survivor's name is Sif Savory, and she can speak to them. Sif, what's your opinion on jazz? My grandpa is a jazz musician, so I do have a favorable relation to it. But I'll say there's also some jazz that I do not understand. Okay, I promised a hat. Zale with a hat. I'm just gonna do a close-up. What sort of hat should he have? I will figure it out as I go, I suppose. I feel like it would be nice with a curve of some sort. That would really help bring out his ears. See, that's why I couldn't draw books, because books aren't curvy. In general, I tend to have a much easier time with organic things. That's just where I've, put more training in. I am of the, opinion that, you need to learn, and I think I know how to learn, so I'm pretty sure that I can learn to draw most stuff, but it also takes the necessary time. If there's something I really need to draw and learn, I will get there. But so no excuses about it just not being the sort of thing that I can do. But it is, some things are ready at hand and some things are not. Top hat. Oh, maybe we'll do a little hat collection. He's getting a sort of flowery sun hat right now. Let me see. Just trying to find the right angles. You kind of want to avoid tangents as much as possible, and if you can make kind of a fall or rise in the curves and the lines pointing to each other, that is also favorable. Not always possible, but definitely a good thing to go for. We can do surprised Zale again. He's a sweet one. I kind of want to give him a scarf as well now. He's just gonna have the full shebang. I saw a top hat, so I am also gonna do one with a Zale top hat. Gonna do a Zale fashion show now. But let me just catch up on the chat. There's a cowboy hat suggestion, that's also a nice one. Western hat, so we have 2 cowboy hat suggestions. Sif is Morpheus, good or bad character? He's a complicated character with many facets. Just wanted to pop in and say I like your little series. I hope you can enjoy making for as long as you do. Thank you a lot, Twig. Hats on hats on hats. Yeah, I mean, I have been known to wear more than one hat at a time myself. Zale in Team Fortress 2, he just wears a lot of hats. What country are you from? Oh, let's do the rule of threes. I answered this question 2 times this stream. I'm gonna answer it again now for the 3rd and final time. I'm from Denmark. Jeg kommer fra Denmark. I had a question from pilot episode at the end. Who is the animal who gets that wolf at the end? Oh, that's the pilot episode. There's no answer for that. That was really piloty pilot. A very piloty pilot. Yeah, maybe we'll see some sort of approximation of that character in the future. Oh, now you can hear my birds. Like, the female bird is calling for food, and the male bird is coming over to give her some. He's very good at providing. Let's see. Oh, that's so cute. I agree. How did he get those things on him? Who made him wear them? Yeah, I think he had to... he must have gone into a clothes store or something. Do you have an... let's see... Sif snakker dansk! Ja, jeg gør så! Thanks for doing this chill stream. Really nice to meet you. Thank you, Jonathan. And thank you a lot for joining in as well. Everybody who's watching and coming with suggestions are the ones who are making the stream. Which I think, by the way, how long has it been going on for now? Boom. Yeah, okay, when we get to the 2-hour mark, I think that's a pretty good place to end it. As usual, around the 2-hour mark, that feels about good. Okay, top hat. How are top hats done? Oh yeah, they do have this little thingy. No, this thingy. I kind of just wanted to do a big shape. Well, let's see. Let's see, Holman Nagati. Thank you so much for streaming today. I got hit. Oh, you got hit by a car a few days ago, and I cannot do anything right now. So this is a welcome distraction. Oh, you were the one writing in the chat, right? Oh, I'm glad to hear you're okay at least. Or like, well, not okay, but in a writing state is, is better than what else it could be. And thank you for the donation. I didn't realize that was a thing you could do on Twitter or YouTube. But that's nice. Yeah, please say. I want to say it's always in Danish we have a phrase that's called god bedring, and I feel like I'm always missing a direct translation of that in English, because the natural thing to say would then be get well soon, but I feel like that's too demanding. Like, you take the time you need to get well. But I guess in, missing anything else to say, get well soon, or rather god bedring. Are you an art student? No, I am fully graduated. I graduated 3 years ago. Also, can you draw Zale wearing a scarf and a single lens goggles like a winter attire or pilot? Oh, that could be fun as well. Are you finished Zale fashion show? We should do Elva's fashion show. That's true. She's probably a little bit more hesitant to wear this weird stuff, but I think she'd like it once she, gets started. Okay, so we have pilot Zale and cowboy Zale. Let's see how far I get, and feel free to throw in suggestions for what Elva should be wearing as well. Let's see what sort of... can I feel like... yeah, maybe I'll do a little curve thing. I feel like I need to do some research on how to describe this form otherwise. I liked it better before. It's fine. Because if I do this, it's gonna be too similar to the curves on the other hat. Okie dokie. Let's do a fine gentleman Zale. That's gonna be a little bit hard without the eyebrows that go up like, And then he can just be gentle in his look in that case. What do you do for a living? I am an animator and director for a living at this point. Right now I'm on Monday I'm starting on an animation supervision job, so I suppose right now I'm an animation supervisor for a living. But yeah, I have also been known to just, get paid to direct, and sometimes I just do whatever I want if I can afford to take some time off. Which Patreon helps with, so thank you everybody who's supporting me on Patreon. Yeah, there's a little bit far between. Right now my schedule is gonna be pretty filled up for the next half year at least. Let's see, all the animals in the series friends? No, I don't think they're automatically friends. They're probably not all agreeing with each other. Let's see. Oh, you want a monocle? You want a monocle? You can give him a monocle. Yeah, it's kind of an afterthought. So. Let's see. He's looking a little chubby. I guess he's been eating too much fine food. And we'll give him a little collar. Yeah, that's definitely a wealthy Zale. Can Elle wear the iconic Sif hat? Oh yeah, she can do that. She can do that, definitely. Is it okay? You can draw a Zale, but oh yeah, that was. I don't know about all of the clothes, but I'll give Zale a pilot attire that I should be able to do, or at least pilot goggles. I know how pilot goggles look, at least somewhat, kind of. And he would probably appreciate having those when he's riding the dragon, so that helps. Hey, we've been flipped all this time! Who knew? I don't like that. Let's flip it over.
Yeah, I can never. Blah 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 blah. No, I always pick the wrong one when I'm overthinking it. There we go. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, Zale looks like a distinguished gentleman. What does an animation supervisor do? Supervise animation. There's a lot of, when a team of animators are working together, everybody's coming in with their own styles. And an animation supervisor, at least in Europe, are meant to both help the animation pipeline, at least in these smaller studios, and are meant to kind of do the animation, what is it called? Animation lead job of making sure that all the styles come together and they are similar. So they do a lot of notes and they talk with the director and the studio about what they want, and they convey it directly to the animator. So that's some of what animation supervision is about. It varies from studio to studio. I think this one is gonna be, this one might be a little bit different from how it's gonna be at other studios. So at what point does it pay the bill? At this point, and that it pays the bills too. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to do animation for a living, and I am doing animation for a living. But I'm also trying to do, move Zale and original IPs and projects forward. Because I think that's gonna be a lot more fun for the future. Yeah, this is a dastardly fox. He's gonna have these and be a lot more streamlined for air combat or air stuff. Let's see, do we wanna... I made them a little bit big because Zale has very big eyes. They're gonna need to be a little bit skewered to cover it all. Hello, Emily Pro. We shall today go and take the tour of the ruins. Sips tea. Yeah. I mean, Elva has more of the British accent sort of thing, so she would definitely be fitting with the monocle and fancy English gentleman attire as well. Where am I gonna put your ears, Zale? And he was also meant to have a scarf. Maybe we did too many scarves. Could we give him one of those wintry thingies? I think I'll give him one of those, just to make it not too similar to the other one. This guy is ready to go flying, definitely. He would like sit in the back of a pilot's plane and just be a cool fox. Alright, we also had a cowboy Zale, but I feel like maybe we should jump over to Elva for a little bit. We had a suggestion with giving her my hat. I can definitely give her my hat. So many fancy foxes. What place in the world would you think Tales of Zale takes place in, Sif? I am definitely drawing most references from the environment that I'm in, just because, you know, that's what's available to me, and it's nice to be able to, you know, go out in the world and get references immediately. So it's not just Denmark. I'm doing a little bit of a mix between Denmark, Germany, a little bit of England in there as well. But yeah, I think Denmark with some extra steps. He's getting ready for another dragon ride. He sure is. Yeah. Looks like Tails with the goggles. Oh yeah, I've had some people comment, you know, because more people are watching Tales of Zale now, which is super nice. But it also means that it's a broader range of people watching Tales of Zale, and some people who are not necessarily knowledgeable about the series or necessarily about animation or anything like that. So I've been getting a bunch of comments recently on Instagram and YouTube about how this, you know, Tales of Zale or Zale might be a Tales ripoff. And that's kind of interesting. But that just goes to show it's going out to a broader range of people, so that's nice. Did you ever see a real fox/owl in the wild? No, I'm actually not that fortunate I've grown up mostly in the city. Well, I've seen foxes from far away in the wild, but no barn owls, definitely. I had to go to some Scandinavian zoos to get to watch them up close. Yeah. It's, unfortunate. Oh, 211 likes. Thank you, everybody. So Belgium or the Netherlands. Yeah, that's kind of a mix between them already, so yeah. I've heard worse, trust me. Yeah, true. I find myself pretty fortunate in terms of the sort of comments and people that I get to interact with online. I'm just inside of the animation environment. At one point I tried, I can't remember which site it was. I think I tried commenting on my preferences on the Oscar nominations, animation Oscar nominations. And I got so many, really weird, like I had to turn notifications off because it was just a lot of comments being very mean to turning red because I'd given that a pretty positive placement. So, I mean, and it's not the sort of, comments where it's being, critical of the film and its dismerits and that sort of thing. It's the sort of comments, with just, ew, teenage girl movie, so do not like, that sort of thing. And it was a little bit of a reminder and surprise because I don't get to interact with that type of crowd and rhetoric very often on the internet. I'm very fortunate in that regard, and I think I'll just count my blessings on that front. Let's see, a fox is your favorite animal? No, I usually answer that it's either ravens or pine martens. But, I mean, I don't like to pick favorites. All animals are cool. See, now I drew Elva without a hat. Come on, you need a hat on, Elva. So the hat that I have is one of these caps. I used to have a different hat, so if you watch the minisode 1, you'll see it's more of a traditional cap, this sort of thing. And that's what I was wearing for a long time, but I switched it up at one point. So this is the iconic Sif hat right now. I've been wearing that for the past 7 years or whatever, so I feel like that's appropriate. Oh, and her little cheek fluff can help keep it up. Perfect, Elba. Now your cheek fluff is being handy. I think it's interesting how slowly you sketch. Other artists seem to sketch really fast and messy, including me, but I like how clean your sketches are. Yeah, I think it depends a little bit on the situation. If I'm mid-animation, I'll definitely be sketching slower. But I'm also... It's not super representative of how I approach things normally, because I get very distracted when I'm streaming. Right now I'm just trying to pick out the shapes and kind of go from there. But I do like to build up, just these big shapes and take the time to figure those out when I'm just going for the key drawing. And then if we are starting to move the animation and everything, it's gonna get a lot faster. Let's see how we have some sort of side thing here, and then we have a lot of patchwork that I can't really get into a sketch. It's not completely sitting on her head. Right. It's a start. I think we'll say that that's okay for now. Okay, we had a cowboy Zale. I think we can do a final cowboy Zale as sort of the finale of the fashion show. But let me just catch up on the chat. You should draw Elva finding her sibling randomly in the forest on their way back from Flickering Lights. That would be a good follow-up. I will definitely do some sort of follow-up at some point to give an answer on what happened there. I think we're going to do the last sketch now, though. I remember seeing that, and my reaction was like, damn, the bad guy's that low? Well, since it's... I mean, it's only because I thought the other films were pretty good. I really like Bad Guys. I just think that it's a pretty by-the-books sort of heist movie. I mean, you know what you're gonna get, and I don't think it had ambitions to go that much further. I love the visual style of it. That's definitely the height of it. But I like the other movies as well. I think we've had a very strong animation year in general. My favorite animal, strong animation year in terms of compared to where we've been at in previous years, I would say. That's sad to hear. I wish some people would be more mature with their comments. Yeah, I mean, the internet opens up for all sorts of people. That's the charm of it as well. But just need to learn to filter it. I feel like I need that hat that I wear for everything. Yeah, it's nice. I tried going outside without a hat on the other day, and I always wear a hat, so it felt really like it felt wrong. And the wind was blowing and my hair was everywhere, and I didn't know where to put it, and the wind went in my eyes because I weren't wearing glasses either. And that's like, and the sun as well. The cap really helps with all that stuff. Can you draw Morpheus? I will try to draw Morpheus in the next episode. When are you doing well and being successful? There will always be haters. Yeah. I sketch very slowly because I'm a perfectionist and I really struggle with moving on to the next thing until my current sketch is finished. I need to practice quick sketching and focus on having fun. Yeah, I mean, I always need to do that as well more. I think I kind of got into some kind of sort of bad habits when working on Tales of Zale Flickering Lights. because that was all I was working on. And I was working with the techniques that worked for that project, but it doesn't work for other stuff. And I need to loosen up more. I always need to loosen up more and work on my approach. So yeah. Zale looks up in the shooting star and makes a wish. Now all the good suggestions are coming. Come on, guys. So if can the rich Zale become an emoji on the Discord server, please? Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe we should do some emoticons. Okay, I'll try to see if I can clean it up and make an emoticon. I'm not sure if it will do well in the really small format, but I'll try and look. And otherwise, I hesitate promising a new stream, but I think it would be fun to do some emoticons on a next stream of some sort. It would be fun to get suggestions for that as well. I cringe when someone draws so well, and I'm cringing now. Good, great. Will the story of the first 3 episodes play into the story of the TV series? I mean, it's developed a lot since. When I first jumped into the web episodes, I had a plan for where I was going, but I was also just establishing elements. And the established elements are, going to play a role. But there's some things that I've learned to prioritize differently. I think you should do a trademark with a bullet. Yeah, I think you should do that too. Burp, what are you going to do for summer? I'm probably going to be working, honestly. I think I'll be pretty full on work. No fun plans for now. When drawing, I have no patience. Whenever I draw, lol. Greetings, Sif. Hello, Anus. I think. Thank you. But I remember seeing you in a different stream, so welcome back. It doesn't work as well when I am mispronouncing it, does it? I actually have no patience. You don't have a patient, or you don't have a patience. I like Zale as pilot attire. He's cute. Yeah, he is. What app do you use to draw? I use TV Paint. I'm drawing in TV Paint right now, at least. I've also been drawing in Toonboom lately. Okay, I feel like he should be determined in his cowboy look. Now I just need to draw the hat. Okay. Such a catchy melody. Wait, how does a cowboy hat look? Am I gonna do... let me just get some reference in here. Cowboy hat. Aha, yeah, okay. It's nice to look up pictures. I have it on a different screen here. But just to have a little bit of an idea. Okay. Oh, are we gonna have it go down under his eyes? Let's see. I kind of worked on the expression now, so I don't want to lose all of it. always a challenge area, make sure that it's not a tangent. So many places to watch out for tangents. Let's see. Next episode of Tales of Zale will be a fashion show. Yep. It sure does seem that way. Alright, I think we are nearing the end. I will have to clean some of these up probably, but I think I'll post the sketches as they are now on Twitter and on the YouTube community tab, so you can have a look at them if you want the collection. And I might actually clean some of these up. You all had some very nice ideas, so I think it would be fun to work more on it. So I will just change this. Thank you for the stream. There we go. Ha 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 ha. All right. So let me just do a last check up on the chat, so that I make sure that I don't leave too many questions hanging. Yes, what's your opinion on the Kalmar? Are you asking me to do historics now? I think I need to do more research before I answer any such questions. Okay, it depends on what the context is. I think I spelled it right. Okay, good. Schrodinger's hat. It is simultaneously a cowboy hat and a top hat until you look at it. Yes. Like Morpheus wearing a hood. Oh, I think that would be cool. And we might have to do a continuation at some point. I'm so glad to finally catch one of your streams, and I look forward to the future ones. Thank you for the stream, and congratulations again on the 500k. Thank you a lot, Jonathan. Yeah, I won't make any promises about upcoming streams because I always jinx it by doing so, but it's always really pleasant to do them, so hopefully some other time I'll see you around in the stream. I think the duck one is the best one, definitely not biased at all. No, I'm sure you're not biased. Bye, Reimagined Skies, thank you for joining. And you're wearing a hood like Bruno, yes. By the way, I have a question. How did you learn to draw? By doing it a whole lot. Yeah, sorry, I'm doing lightning answers now. You will not paint them with colors? Yeah, I might do some of them in color here after a while, but I think it would take too long to do on stream, at least, for a 2-hour stream, because I'd need to clean them up first and then color. Or add a little bit of color. So I'll see. I'll post if I do more with these sketches. Okay, people are saying have a nice day. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice day, you too. So I think you are right that Morpheus would probably be wearing a hood. He might even wear a fedora. I don't know. I think he would wear it ironically, though. Thank you. Congratulations on 500. Thank you. And again, get well soon. It was really nice stream, Sif. Thank you. I don't have any questions at the moment, but I hope to have a great day. Oh, so many people saying bye. Okay, I'm gonna say my byes as well now. Thank you, everybody, for joining. And see you around on social media and maybe for another stream sometime as well. Until then, I hope you do well and stay safe out there wherever you are.